Hi, welcome to another episode of 5 Business Rules. I am Monica Jansen, head kick-ass copywriter and strategist at Jansen Communications.
And I'm Nicole Krug, digital strategist and founder at Socialite.
Today we are going to talk about Clubhouse.
And I'm learning along with you on this one.
All right. Oh, good. So I teach everybody.
Yay!
Excellent. Well, I'm still kind of learning about Clubhouse too, but I have talked to people, I've done research, I've used it myself, so I'm like 2 steps ahead of Nicole right now, which is rare. We're usually about on the same. So what is Clubhouse? You've probably heard about it. You might not know what it is. It's a social media app for having conversations with like-minded people on topics that you care about.
And if you're wondering why this is so cool and buzzy, it's because, like, how many times do you groan when you have to get on Zoom? Again. Clubhouse, and there's a couple others that are popping up. The audio is trending, is exciting right now because we are wearing sweats, we are not doing makeup, our hair's on the top of our head, and nobody wants another video to turn on. So it's a great way to connect with people, but you get a little bit of that video relief on there.
Yeah, absolutely. Audio is huge. Who knew? Okay, so should you be using Clubhouse? Well, like most things marketing, use it if your audience is there. So if you, or the people, and this isn't, let me back up. This isn't necessarily prospective clients. It could be people in your industry. It could be your peers. It could be people in your network. These are people you want to stay top of mind with and stay connected with. If they're using Clubhouse, definitely consider using it.
And this is the type of thing, like, how do you value your time, right? You say good and bad for social media. You can skim through and get an idea. Yeah. For a Clubhouse, it might be a half hour. It might be an hour. Now,
or shorter.
Or shorter.
They're typically shorter.
But there's, at the same time, it's not a skim, right? You're going to have to listen. And before you start jumping in, you're going to have to listen and make sure your jumping in is appropriate. So by the simple act of finding your people, whoever those people might be, those you learn from, those you try and reach yourself, you make sure you have value in your time.
Yeah, and I want to point out, you can't jump into a conversation. The host has to give you the platform, but they will give you a turn to speak. I believe you can raise your hand. I've just been given my audio has been opened up so I can talk. But it's interesting. So you don't have people talking over each other. That's the point. Okay, be picky about who you follow. So when I signed up for Clubhouse, like any app, they want you to get set up as soon as you download it, right? And they're going to walk you through the steps. I started following all sorts of people. My phone was blowing up with notifications when I first joined because I was following too many people and I was making a couple other mistakes that we'll talk about it in a minute. But yes, be picky about who you follow. Don't follow every Tom, Dick, and Harry. You know who is actually on here all the time is the actress and comedian Tiffany Haddish. She's fabulous. I love her. But I'm like, girl, are you doing anything else? I was constantly getting notifications, and hers was the first name. You can follow some really, really interesting people, but you can also waste an awful lot of time on Clubhouse, and that's not the point.
So, one of the things that is unique about Clubhouse, right, is that you got to jump on it. When it's like, these are not, like Monica said, they're live, interactive, they're not recorded, so you can't come back into it. And so there is an element of FOMO in those notifications. So on one hand, you have to get the notifications if you want to get the most out of it. Like I said, you've got to find just those fewish, valuable pieces, so it is a valuable time, a use of your time.
Yeah, so I'm going to actually talk about the next 2 tips because that's apropos of what Nicole was just saying.
I knew that.
Well, yeah, because you see the notes right there. So you only want to follow 2 or 3 topics max. Again, this is so you don't overwhelm yourself, so you're not getting notifications for stuff that you don't really care about. You can turn off notifications and you're not going to miss out because there's a scheduling app. When you go into Clubhouse, it'll show you if people you're connected with or topics you're following have scheduled, and I love when people do this, they have scheduled upcoming conversations so you can set aside time, because otherwise you're going to constantly be distracted. You're going to end up like falling into a black hole. Like when you go on to YouTube to watch one video and then all these SNL videos come up and then it's 2 hours later and you've been watching SNL videos.
She's never done
I've never done that ever. It's just an example.
Maybe it could happen.
Yeah, it could happen. It could happen. So Clubhouse is fun. I would encourage you to try it. to see if it works for you, for your business, for growing your network, for strengthening connections with people already in your network. But just be aware of some of these caveats so you don't fall down a black hole.
And tell us how you like it.
Yeah, definitely.
And if you get on, let us know, and we'll see if we can jump in on one of your calls.
Yeah, that would be fun. That would be awesome. All right. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and share, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.